Hello and welcome back to We Go East.
My name's Ashley.
And I'm Theo.
And we just got back from climbing Mount Fuji. For a bit of background, we climbed the Fujinomiya Trail and we did it all at night to catch the sunrise from the top. We brought our camera along with us and we've been making a vlog, so make sure to subscribe to not miss out on that.
Yes, indeed. Now, today we are giving you our top 10 tips on how to conquer Mount Fuji and climb it as smoothly as possible.
Okay, our first tip is to make sure you bring serious winter clothes. When I was researching about what to bring, everyone said bring lots of layers, but that's not enough. You need serious winter clothes. I know that the climbing season for Fuji is the middle of summer. Japanese summer is boiling, but trust me, at the top it's freezing. It's really cold. And when you wait at each rest stop, and if you're waiting at the top for the sunrise, you're gonna get cold, so make sure to bring really warm winter clothes. I'm talking ski jacket, bring a blanket so you can get nice and warm to watch the sunrise.
Yes, and a quick top tip, the wind howls up there. It is, it blows. So I would suggest bringing a hat or a headband to cover your ears to stop them getting cold and sort of hurting, because that
Yeah, my ears hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, our next tip is that poles are necessary. You can buy these special wooden hiking poles at all of the stations and at the Shinkansen station, and I recommend buying them.
Yeah.
They're really helpful for the way up and really helpful for the way down because it's really gravelly and slidey on the way down and it helps you anchor yourself.
Yeah.
I'd never used them before and I was like, do I really need that? But I'm so glad I bought it. Just buy it, it will help you out a lot.
Yeah, if you can get your hands on like hiking poles or even this wooden one that you can buy at the stations, just so useful. And another top tip, they are way cheaper if you buy them off the mountain, so at the Shinkansen station or anywhere sort of near the mountain. But if you buy them at the stations on the mountain, they are like way more expensive, and we're talking like double the price. Okay, moving on to our next top tip. They only accept cash on the mountain, so make sure you bring enough 100 yen coins for the toilets, okay? There are toilets on the mountain, and they only accept 100 yen coins, and you're going to be using the toilets a lot. It's a long hike up, it's a long hike down. You're going to need the toilet at some point, so make sure you bring enough 100 yen coins.
And we are in Japan, the land of vending machines. There are vending machines on Mount Fuji, even right at the top. So you're going to want to bring your 100 yen coins and plenty of them because things are quite expensive. You know, in case you want to buy anything from any of the rest stops, you're going to need to bring cash, and 100 yen coins are just very useful.
Okay, next. Bring enough water for the way up and the way down. I cannot stress this enough. Bring as much as you can comfortably carry. It's a long, hard hike, okay? You're gonna get thirsty. And another reason to bring your own water is it's super expensive to buy it on the mountain. We're talking 800 yen for a 300 milliliter bottle of water at the top. And the price does decrease the lower down you go, but we're still talking like 500 yen at the bottom. So bring enough water and bring your own.
When I was reading packing lists for Fuji, everyone says to bring 2 liters of water, but that was definitely not enough water for the way up and the way down. That's enough for the way up, but then you're there with no water and you have to pay 800 yen for a bottle of water. Just bring as much as you can carry, I would say.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, next. There are no rubbish bins anywhere on Mount Fuji. And when I was researching climbing Mount Fuji, this did come up that there were no rubbish bins. But I thought there would be at the 5th station for some reason, because there's meant to be restaurants and shops and things there. But there are no rubbish bins even at the 5th station, so make sure you don't bring any rubbish to Mount Fuji with you. Get rid of it in the Shinkansen station.
Yeah, because there are no bins on Mount Fuji, you do need to carry your own rubbish down with you from the mountain. So I would definitely recommend bringing a plastic bag or two just to put all your rubbish in. Okay, our next top tip is more just common sense. Please bring good enough shoes, like walking boots or really, hiking shoes, because you need that ankle support. It's a really difficult mountain. It's really loose terrain. The way up's super steep. It's really rocky. So, good ankle support is definitely needed.
I was one of those people you read about. I was like, can I just wear trainers? I didn't in the end, and I'm so glad I didn't. I think wearing trainers would be fine for the way up, but it's definitely not gonna work for the way down. The rocks are so small and they slip. It's like being on sand. your ankle would twist. It's just a bad idea to wear trainers. And also, it would ruin your trainers. So unless you have some really old, gross trainers that you want to ruin, just wear proper shoes, I think is a good idea.
Yeah, having the good high ankle support also stops rocks from going in your shoes, which is a really big problem on the way down.
The rocks are really sharp. They'll like cut your feet if they get into your shoes, so you don't want that.
Yeah, you can read about people who have holes in their trainers, so just wear sturdy shoes.
Okay, our next Fuji tip. If you're planning to stay in one of the huts overnight, perhaps if you want to see the sunrise, please bring enough stuff to keep you warm and don't rely on the hut itself to have those things that are going to keep you warm. I would definitely recommend bringing an actual sleeping bag, like one that you know is warm enough. If you want to get any sleep, you're going to need a sleeping bag, you're probably going to need some earbuds. Like if you're going to actually sleep, just bring enough stuff so you can sleep.
Yeah, I mean, these huts, we're talking about a literal shed on the mountain. They're good for stopping the wind, but apart from that, it's as cold inside as it is outside. They're not heated. Yeah, so the higher you go, the colder it's going to be. So please do bring lots of warm stuff, a blanket, which could also be useful at the top, waiting for the sunrise. And my top tip would be maybe bring something to use as a pillow, like a rolled up towel or a travel pillow, because it's just wood floor. You're going to be lying like this. You don't want to wake up with your neck like it's stuck in this position.
We had planned to walk the whole night and just smash it out and see the sunrise at the top, but when it came to it, we were freezing and we were like, we have to get out of the cold for a bit. Just for a couple of hours, we went to one of these huts and it was still freezing. It was still too cold to get any sleep, even though they provided us with a sleeping bag. It was trash. So like, you want to bring your own stuff if you do want to have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, now this next tip may even be the most important one. Most people go to Mount Fuji to watch the sun rise or the sun set. And if you're doing either, you will need a head torch. Not just a normal torch, because you need your hands to, for a pole or to scramble up the rocks because it's really steep. So you need to get a head torch.
Yeah, a head torch is very important. There are no lights on Fuji, so you do not want to be getting stuck in the dark, on a volcano. It would just be a nightmare. Please remember to bring batteries for your head torch and spare batteries as well in case they run out. No one wants to get stuck up a mountain with no torch. Our next tip is kind of the opposite issue for that. Make sure you bring sunscreen no matter what time of day you're climbing Fuji. We climbed overnight, so at night, and then we got down to the bottom again before 10 a.m. So we thought we won't need any sunscreen, it's not even midday, we're not gonna get burnt.
Stupid idea. We got so burnt in that 3-hour window where the sun was up. And we only got burnt on one side of our body because you're going down the mountain and the sun's just risen, so it's here, and you're walking down, and we only burnt on the left side of our body. Either way, bring sun cream because you're so high, the altitude's so high, it's 3,700 meters at the top. The air is so thin and you will burn instantly like a crisp. Just safety first, look after your skin.
And especially if you're climbing Mount Fuji just in the day, you're gonna get frazzled. We saw some people when we arrived at the Shinkansen station and they were lobster red. They look so burnt, They look in pain. Don't do it, bring sunscreen.
Yeah.
Okay, our last tip. Don't expect all rest stations to be open, especially if you're climbing at night. I thought that all the rest stations were always open. I know some people sleep in them, but I imagine the sort of front shop area to always be open. And I was really looking forward to getting a cup noodle, but no. They were all shut, every single one that we walked past pretty much was shut. And it was just a bench. And that's it, just a bench.
Yeah, so the rest stations typically close from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. to give the paying customers, a chance to sleep peacefully. And as Ashley said, you just have to wait outside on the bench. You're not allowed to go in.
So basically, make sure you bring enough stuff that you're not relying on the rest stations. So bring food, don't expect to get hot meals at each rest station, and just prepare yourself for them to be shut so you're not caught in a pickle.
Overall, I think you just need to be sensible, prepare for every eventuality. Bring rain clothes, bring warm clothes, bring enough water for yourself, bring snacks in case the places are closed. It's a real serious hike, don't underestimate it, but also don't be afraid. It is easily one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, and it was just so beautiful. And
it was really amazing, unforgettable. I'm definitely not the fittest person, and I still managed to get to the top, so it's definitely doable for anyone, and I recommend it.
And if you would like to see what we got up to on our trip to Fuji, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our future videos. Now, we will be putting up this vlog in the near future, so be ready. It was one hell of an adventure, and we've got quite a lot of stuff to show you.
If you enjoyed our tips, make sure to hit the like button, drop us a comment, all that good stuff.
Yeah, let us know in the comments any tips that you have to help other people who watch the video, and we shall see you again next time.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.